सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। We have completed the 15th chapter titled Purushottama Yogaha. I will give you the summary of this chapter today. This chapter is very popular because of some important, significant reasons. First reason is, this is the essence of that entire Upanishadic teaching. This 15th chapter is the essence of the entire scriptural teaching or Upanishadic teaching. We can call it as Upadesha Sara. Whatever Upadesha is given by our scriptures, this 15th chapter is the essence of the teaching. Therefore, Upadesha Saram. This is the one reason why this chapter is very popular. Second reason is, this chapter, people generally, they by heart. They by heart this chapter because it is the smallest chapter. Those who are interested in doing that by heart, Kanthastha. At least one chapter let us chant. The simplest chapter is this chapter. Even the 12th and 16th chapters are small, but they don't have this much significance. The significance and the smallest also. Then the third reason is, in some places, they give food after chanting this chapter. In some places, they offer food after chanting this chapter. So therefore, to get food, you have to chant this chapter. This chapter became very, very popular. So, because of all these reasons, this chapter is very important. There are 5 topics in this chapter. First topic is Samsara Varnanam. Samsara Varnanam, the description of samsara, or the description of transmigration. The description of transmigration. From first shloka onwards up to third shloka. Not totally third, but first and 2.5 slokas, totally 1, 2.5. Not totally third shloka, first, second shloka and third half shloka. Then second topic is Moksha Sadhanam. Moksha Sadhanam. A means of attaining the liberation. Means are sadhanani, moksha sadhanani. The means are given to attain liberation. Spiritual disciplines lead to liberation. What are the spiritual disciplines given here? From third shloka onwards up to sixth shloka, the second topic. Then the third topic is Brahmanaha Sarvatma Bhava. Brahmanaha Sarvatma Bhava means seeing the fact is Brahman, seeing the fact that Brahman alone is in everything. That Brahman alone is in everything. This is called Brahmanaha Sarvatma Bhava. From 7th shloka onwards up to 18th shloka, it is there, but we can split this third topic into 2-3 divisions. 7 to 11, 12 to 15, 16 to 18, 3 divisions. Brahman alone appear as Jiva. Brahma Jiva Rupena. Then Brahma Jagad Rupena. Liquid is there. You can apply. Brahma Jagad Rupena. And we can take 16 and 18th shlokas, 16, 17, 18 as a fourth topic. Brahmanaha Purushottama Lakshanam. Brahmanaha Purushottama Lakshanam. Brahman appears as a Purushottama in the form of Purushottama. This is from 16 to 18th shloka. And the fifth topic is Brahma Jnana Phalam or Purushottama Jnana Phalam. The benefit of this Brahman knowledge. Benefit of this Purushottama Jnanam Prayojanam. 19 and 20th shlokas, 2 shlokas. Now we will see one topic in brief. First 3 shlokas, the comparison is given. Samsara Varnana means this samsara is compared to a peepal tree, Ashwatha Vriksham, because of so many common features. There are so many common features between that Ashwatha Vriksham and the samsara. There is a beautiful shloka. A comparison is the best comparison when it has got lot of similarities. A comparison is the best comparison when it has got a lot of similarities. That shloka says, Upama yatra sadrushya Lakshmi. Lakshmi in abundance. In abundance what? Upama sadrishyam. There must be so many common features, similarities. Upama sadrishyam. Compare and comparing object. 2 things are there. You are comparing one thing with another object. Ullasati dvayoho. In between 2 things you are doing comparison. There must be lot of similarities between both of them. Ullasati dvayoho. Hamsiva krishnate kirtihi. Hamsivate krishnate kirtihi. Swargangam avagahate. Swargangam avagahate. Second, third and fourth line, that female swan, Hamsi, female swan, likes to take dip not in ordinary kuvams. It likes to take dip in Swargangam, in the heavenly Ganges. heavenly Ganges Lada, that female swan like to take bath. Similarly, the Krishna's, Lord Krishna's Kirti, his name and fame is like to that extent. His Kirti is heavenly Ganges. How much importance is there now? That much importance is there, the Lord Krishna's fame. Not only Dwaraka, it goes all the lokas. Like that, one sloka, always comparison is very, very, you can remember it more when it has got lot of common features. We can never forget this Ashwatha Moolam Suvirudhamenam. Lord Krishna silently borrowed from Kathopanishad to Mundakopanishad. The whole Bhagavad Gita is nothing but Kadan Vangi. Apadiye. Those slokas are, just we can recollect. Urthamulo va shakhaha yeshotthas sanatanaha yesho ashvatha yeshaha ashvathaha sanatanaha tadeva chukram tad brahma tadevamritam uchyate. In the Kathopanishad. Then Mundaka Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samane Vrikshe Parishasvajate Tayoranyah Pippalam Swad Atti Ananyo Ashnan Abhishakasihi. That is there from Mundaka. Now, what are the comparisons? I gave nearly over 10 comparative similarities. I have given comparisons. Just we see one or two which are very important to us. All are important. When that samsara vriksham is there, there are birds on the tree. Like this, on this samsara vriksha, this whole universe is the samsara vriksha. Upon this, jivas are the birds. Jivas are individuals, are the birds. Who are the individuals? We are the individuals. We are like birds perching on the universe tree. We are like birds perching on the universal tree. One state is like a one branch, no? You can take. Like that we are all there. So what nice, no? It is to be on the tree. It's very nice, but the birds have to take the fruit of the tree. When they are taking the fruits, there are fruits which are very sweet and there are fruits which are very bitter also. They do not know until they bite. They do not know whether it is sweet or bitter. Once you bite only you come to know. Like that, the jivas are also experiencing their punya karma phalam and papa karma phalam. We are not experiencing always mangoes and bananas, all fruits. What we are experiencing is our own karma phalam. Karma phalam in the form of pleasure and pain. Karma phalam in the form of pleasure and pain. So this is a comparison. So what again? Question. So karma phalam is there. We have done karma. Phalam we are facing. Kastam, sukham. All these we are facing in our life. When we are facing all of them, we reject dukkham. We invite sukham. We welcome the sukham, pleasure, but we reject dukkham. Shastra says, while rejecting dukkham, we undergo lot of pain. When that pain comes, we want to reject. Why? I cannot accept. I cannot withstand to that pain. What Shastra says, either you have to accept both pleasure and pain, or you have to reject both. There is no other way. Either you have to accept both, you have to undergo Sukham and Dukkham, or you have to reject both. Can you reject both? Sukham and Dukkham. When Dukkham comes, I reject. When Sukham comes, can I reject? No, I invite. Shastra says, reject Sukham also. No, I don't want to reject Sukham. Then don't reject Dukkham also. Now that is not possible. Then Shastra says, it is not possible to invite only Sukham, reject Dukkham, because you have no choice. You have no choice to reject Dukkham, inevitable. Therefore what? You have to develop mental strength to face the pain, that suffering you have to undergo, because choiceless situations cannot be avoided. Choiceless situations cannot be avoided. Then how to strengthen our own mind? Then the next topic comes. How to strengthen the mind to face this samsara, Sukha and Dukkha. Both I cannot reject, both I cannot invite. One I can invite, one I want to reject. Shastra says it is not possible. Therefore, learn to accept both. Make your mind more strong, mature, intelligent enough how to handle that crisis. For that second topic, Lord Krishna gives method to strengthen our own mind, sadhanas. How to strengthen our mind? Lord Krishna gives 4 sadhanas in the second topic. First sadhana is vairagyam, detachment, vairagyam. Second topic is sadgunaha, virtues. Sadgunaha are virtues. Third topic is sharanagati, surrender to the Lord. Fourth sadhana, fourth virtue is shastra vichara, inquiry into the scriptures. Shastra vichara. Now, what do you mean by vairagyam? The first sadhana, vairagyam. How to develop vairagyam? We have to convert our tamasic, rajasic pursuits to sattvic pursuit. Yesterday in Mahashivratri talk, I said, worthy goal we have to choose. Choosing the worthy goal or worthy pursuit is known as sattvic pursuit. Your goal must be sattvic. All your pursuits must be spiritually oriented. Whatever you take up, that has to slowly lead you to spirituality. Even mundane activities, worldly job or any work what you take, you convert that into a spiritual sadhana. That is called sattvic pursuit. A tamasic pursuit in which you have activity in that, but that activity is improper activity. Tamasic pursuit is that in which you are active, not in proper action. They are not proper at all. They are not healthy. person is active but not in healthy activities. Unhealthy activities, so busy. They are called tamasic activities. Rajasic activities are all dharmic activities, noble activities only, but this person is very much addicted to those activities. Good service only, but you should know when to come out of those activities. You should know when to come out from those activities. Otherwise, you will become addicted to those activities and you become workaholic, and alcoholic, you become addicted to those activities. Activities can never give you liberation. Any action cannot give liberation. This we should know. Until 75th year, you go on Rajasic pursuit. When he is going to study Shastra, when he is going to get knowledge, when he is going to come out of this samsara chakram. Therefore, they kept retirement at the age of 58, and they are doing strike, not 58, we want up to 60. And 2 more years. After 60 years also, still person want to struggle for livelihood. When all the faculties are coming down, not able to work and pushing oneself towards work and not able to manage here and there. Mind want to take rest and some nimmadi temple puja, manas is there. But one side is pulled towards. This is called Rajasic pursuit. Therefore, we have to stop, put full stop, enough for me. That's all, over what I have done until now. Let them take their own charge, children. So, my assignment with the Lord, I have to take care of, no? What is my assignment? Why I have come? Throughout my life, I need not spend only for the family's sake. So, some extent I spend, then I have to change my course of action. If I don't realize this, my life is so miserable. So, Rajasic pursuit to Sattvic pursuit, you have to come that pursuit which is spiritually oriented. This is called Vairagyam. Vairagyam means what? This is called Vairagyam. Detachment with the worldly pursuits. Not at the age of 20 or 30, Shastra is not asking. Come at least at the age of 40 or 50 minimum. No, at the age of 70, 75 you come, you cannot understand Shastra, very difficult. Very, very difficult. You cannot understand because you have got lot of maturity, no? Understand, but with so much difficult. To attend the class itself, you have to pull your body. To attend the class itself, I have to pull my body with so much difficulty. காலு கை நல்லா இருக்கும் போது டக்கு டக்குன்னு கொஞ்சம் படிச்சு முடிச்சுட்டு அப்புறம் வீட்டில் உட்கார்ந்து மேஸ்டிகேட் பண்ணலாம் இல்லையோ. நிறைய பேருக்கு இந்த விஷயம் சொன்னாலும் புரியாதுன்னு. Krishna Paramatma is telling, no? Anyhow. So, how to develop this Sattvika pursuit? Satsangaha. Satsangam. Have association with spiritually inclined people. Have association with spiritually inclined people. With those people, if you move, you will also get into that track, groove. Next one, Sadgunaha. Second virtue. Second sadhana. Sadgunaha, virtues. Virtues are disciplines. Vedanta friendly disciplines we have to take up. Spiritual friendly disciplines. Ashtanga yoga abhyasa, japa, dhyanam, all these are very good sadgunaha, and develop humility. Try to come out of delusion. Satsanga will give all these capacities, qualifications. What is sadguna I have to develop now? Whatever comes to me, any situation, any experience, I am deserved to undergo this experience. This is the first virtue we have to develop. Mental attitude I have to change. My perspective I have to change towards that what I am experiencing. About comfort, pleasure and all, we never bother. We are fine that time. When the painful situation comes, and what type of mind I have to develop in this situation, this experience is I am deserved for that. I need it. I require that. It is very painful. Too painful, I cannot withstand also. True, but I deserve it. I need it because that situation alone refined my mind. That acceptance is very, very difficult. As I am undergoing the experience, if I get this thought, I am a mature person. As I am undergoing the pain, yes, this situation is coming. Now let me learn a lesson from this. Let me learn a lesson. Some significant lesson is hidden in this. This is called maturity. This is called sadgunam. Qualification I have to develop. Then Sharanagati is also another discipline. Intelligently working how to handle the situation. Not to react, not to agitate, not to reject, not to murmur or grumble, but work intelligently and handle carefully. Finally, and the Sharanagati, this is called Sharanagati. I seek the help of the Lord. Oh Lord, give me strength. I am ready for worst situation also, but give me strength, mental strength to face this situation. Why? Unavoidable, choiceless. I have no choice. Therefore, I pray only one thing. Give me strength to face this situation. Even any situation which is going to come also, I want to prepare myself now. Give me strength. This is called Sharanagati. Seeking help at the right time. Bhagavan's help we inquire. This is the third sadhana. Then fourth sadhana is Shastra Vicharaha. For moksha. Moksha means a freedom from mental weakness, emotional weakness, freedom from delusion, confusion, sorrow. So Arjuna also under a sorrow. No? He is facing a trivial situation. He has to face, and that sorrow, delusion arose in Arjuna's mind, and Arjuna also sought after the help of the Lord and got that knowledge, wisdom through Shastra study. Where from Arjuna learnt? From Lord Krishna. So study Shastra, attend Bhagavad Gita class. Before situations are going to come, before I am going to face the situation, let me prepare now itself. Now, problem vandadukku appuram we cannot manage. அப்போ போய் கிளாஸில் உட்கார்ந்து I have to listen, then I have to understand. Mind is not ready. My mind is fully bothering about my problems. So Arjuna is also in that problem situation only. But how Arjuna could listen that? Arjuna was very young. Okay, Arjuna was very young, very powerful man. No? Very powerful, no? Powerful. No? Such a powerful person became mentally weak. Mentally weak. How much weak? He is not able to stand. He is not able to hold his arrow, bow and arrow. And not only that, shivering. What a warrior. Great warrior, body is shivering, hands are shivering. Vepadhuscha sharire me roma harshascha jayate gandivam samsate hastatena. நடங்கிறது உடம்பு என்ன அப்படிப்பட்ட வாரியருக்கு அந்த சிச்சுவேஷன் வந்தது என்ன லைஃப் we are also facing so many situations. We are breaking our heads. என்ன breaking? ஸ்ட்ரெஸ். தலை அப்படியே இருக்கும். breaking என்ன ஸ்ட்ரெஸ், டென்ஷன், மைக்ரைன், ஹெடேக், பேக் ஏக், சிவியர் பேக் ஏக், ஆல் சைக்கோசோமேட்டிக் எலிமெண்ட்ஸ், ஸ்கின் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். young chap, 25-year-old person, he did his B pharmacy, everything, and went only for training. He went for training. In that training, he has to work as a representative in medical company. And they are showing how a person has come out of cancer and how he recovered and how he is living now. And 1 week they bombarded in the training. And this guy who is sitting representative, and he became mentally sick by seeing that whole thing in video they are going showing every day. Training course. Like this 4-5 cases I saw. One representative, another person is software engineer, another person is training. They are not able to withstand with that training. But training, that is training. They are not able to withstand. That boy is literally crying. You have to save me now. You have to save me now. Very young. That's why any time and the trivial situations can come. So this such a simple education cannot give mental strength. Unless you study Shastra, you study what you are, what is life, what is Purushartha. And he is not able to work in the company, and he resigned that, and he has to take care of his hair is falling, Swamini, all skin rashes are coming and skin disease I have got. Now what to do, please tell me. Crying in the phone. I want to see you, I want to see you. A young person. What is a big problem? No problem. Emotional weakness, mental weakness. Within 2-3 months I have seen these 4-5 cases like this. Therefore, this education and all will not give mental strength at all. We require a separate education, self-education. Spiritual educational training program. Where not in workshops and all somewhere, they put in a 1-day workshop, spiritual workshop. Spiritual workshop 1 day la enna varum 10 வருஷம் ஒரு டீச்சருக்கு முன்னாடி உட்கார்ந்து நீங்க படிக்கணும். Each chapter word by word we have to study, no other way. Okay, this is called Shastra study, scriptural study, Shastra Vichara. So what Brahma Jnana Prapti you get, and that Shastra Vichara how you do? With the help of the teacher. That teacher teaches you how to depend upon yourself, not depending upon anything in the world. Self-dependence, world dependence to God dependence, God dependence to self-dependence. Of course, God dependence to self-dependence won't come straight away. In between, two dependencies are there. Shastra dependence, then Guru dependence. Guru dependence will help us to depend on ourselves. Then we can become independent. So you can contest like an independent candidate. Okay. I am secure, I am peaceful, I am happy. Because of what? Not because of wife or husband, by house or job or salary. I am happy with myself. Because I know what is the life priority. This is called moksha, Brahma Prapti. Shastra Vichara. Then from 7th shloka onwards up to 11th shloka, Brahma Jiva Rupena appears. Brahman alone appears as Jiva. From 12, 13, 14, 15, Brahman alone in Jagad Rupam. Jagad Rupena Brahma appears. How? In these slokas, Lord Krishna says, Brahman appears as material universe. Brahman plus Nama Rupa. Consciousness. Brahman means consciousness plus Nama Rupa. Care of yesterday Shivaratri talk. I told you, www.com means what? I wish to win within. In this Shastra Vichara, what I do? I wish to win within is called www. World, web worldwide. That is the number, okay. .com. Com means consciousness. .in means infinite. Dot is that which separates the higher order of reality and lower order of reality. So consciousness, here this side, right side, left side, whatever comes is Nama Rupa www. So I do tapas. Tapas means follow strict disciplines. I wish to win my within nature. Within, what is within? Consciousness. Infinite. So Nama Rupa plus consciousness is called space. Nama Rupa plus air principle is, Nama Rupa plus consciousness is air principle. Nama Rupa plus fire principle or consciousness is fire name, fire principle. Consciousness plus Nama Rupa again, waters. Consciousness plus another Nama Rupa is earth. Consciousness plus what? So and so. Also this name, human being. The whole world is nothing but all Panchabhutas matter. When we are sitting like this, do we remember that we are made up of 5 elements? None of us. I am means what? A conglomeration of 5 elements plus consciousness. That what you are seeing, Swamini form, what I am seeing your form is nothing but 5 elements. What I am not seeing is consciousness. Intangible consciousness plus 5 elements put together, I am watching. Without consciousness, I cannot talk. Without consciousness, you cannot hear. The consciousness plus 5 elements listening, consciousness plus 5 elements talking. இது விட சிம்பிளா சொல்றது கஷ்டம் வேதாந்தம். Consciousness plus 5 elements is talking, consciousness plus 5 elements listening. Gold plus Nama Rupa, chain, ring, bangle, ornament can never exist separately. Ornament substance is not there. Desk substance is not there. Wave substance is not there. Cloth substance is not there. The substance is in the ornament, gold is the substance. In the desk, wood is the substance. In that wave, water is the substance. In the cloth, fiber is the substance. The substantiality belongs to that cause, not to the nama rupa. But unfortunately, because we are very gross-minded and we are carried away by the visible, tangible nama rupa. Unfortunately, very easily trapped. எப்படி trappedனா trapped வெளியில புல் பண்ணா கூட வர மாட்டான், அந்த அளவுக்கு trapped. I have to focus on the gold, the substance. I have to focus on the wood. As I am seeing the desk, inside my heart, I should know this is only wood. There is no desk at all. There is no pot at all. Only clay is there. There is no pot at all. There was a pot. There was no pot. There is no pot. There will not be a pot. As all the past, present, future also, what is there? Clay alone. If we understand this, namak clay illen ardham inga. If we understand this, we don't have clay in our mind and ardham. Puriyaliyo? It's a simple example. This puriyalana namakku Drishtanta, if I understand, I come to Darshtanta. Entire universe is nothing but Nama Rupa. That consciousness principle is not visible, tangible. You have to decipher it. Discern to, you have to derive and draw that consciousness. Draw and don't pull. Okay, you cannot pull. You have to see there is no world other than consciousness. This is what Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, I am only there in inanimate things and animate things. I am only there in living beings. I am only there in non-living objects also. How now? I am only there in inanimate, inert objects. I am there. Inert objects I am there. In what form I am there? In the form of existence. I am everywhere. I am all pervading. Then really speaking, whole world is nothing but my manifestation only. I am in the form of existence. I manifest in all objects. Desk is, mic is, pot is, clip is, fan is, light is, house is, man is, she is, he is, it is. Utter one name without easiness. You cannot. So in the form of easiness, I am there in all insentient objects. And I am there in sentient objects as I am manifesting as Chidrupena. Sadrupena, in all objects I am manifesting, but Chidrupena, as a sentient consciousness principle, I am evident in every living being. I am evident. Consciousness. Where I am not. I am only there in existent consciousness principle in objects, bhogya prapancha, and this sentient beings who are all enjoying the bhogya prapancha. Jiva rupena, jagad rupena. Jagad rupena, all insentient objects. Jiva rupena means in all living beings. I am only there. Tell me where I am not now. Bhagavan says, நம்ம தேடிட்டு இருக்கோம். அவன் எங்க இருக்காரோ, எப்போ வருவாரோ, எப்போ வருவாரோ. அவன் எப்போ வருவாரோ, அவர் இங்கே தான் இருக்காரு. பார்க்க தெரியல. Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, my real nature is that existent consciousness principle, my original nature. Consciousness existent principle is the real Krishna. What you are seeing in front of you, dupe Krishna. Devaki Krishna is the dupe of that original consciousness existent principle Krishna. But all people are attracted to dupe Krishna. Apara Prakriti, Saguna Krishna, they are attracted. I don't mind if they are attracted, doesn't matter. But at least in their heart, if they understand, I am happy. But they are not understanding also. In spite of that Swami Jesus, all teachers are teaching also, they are not understanding. And they are pity of the teacher. Teacher, the teacher is talking about the fact. What Krishna says, that we are telling. No, it is not our Santa Kavitvam. Okay, our Krishna the original nature, consciousness, existent principle. Where he said in this chapter itself. See, the next topic he has presented that Brahmaiva Jagadrupena Jiva Rupena. After that he says, in the fourth topic, what is the fourth topic? Brahmanaha Purushottamaha Lakshanam. Lord Krishna says, whole universe is, I divide it into three portions. The whole universe you can understand in three divisions, classifications. First classification is the manifest matter. Manifest matter. That is 18th and 19th shlokas, 16, 17, 18, 16th onwards. Manifest matter, then second part is unmanifest matter, energy. Manifest matter is energy in motion. Unmanifest matter is energy. Then third one is original consciousness. Original consciousness. The manifest matter is called Kshara Purushaha. Manifest matter is called Kshara Purushaha. Second one, unmanifest matter is called Akshara Purushaha. Akshara Purushaha. Unmanifest matter. That's called Maya Anartha. Maya, Prakriti, Mula Vidya. What we are seeing, the whole world is nothing but manifesting matter. Because it's Vyaktam, therefore you are able to see. Now what you are seeing, you are seeing matter. I am seeing Atman Chollakudadu. After coming to Vedanta class, Swamini told me, everywhere Atma alone is there. What do you mean by Atman? Yad apnoti yadadatte. Yachasti vishayaniha yachasya santato bhavaha tasmat atma iti uchyate. Yad apnoti, that which pervades everywhere. Brahman alone is intertwined. Gold is the Atma of the chain. Clay is the Atma of the pot. Wood is the Atma of the desk. Like that, Atman, that apnoti, that which pervades. What pervades the desk? Wood. What pervades the pot? Wood. Clay. What pervades the gold chain? Gold. Yad apnoti. Yad adatte, that which takes. Atma is that which receives. Adatte. Grasps everything. That which grasps. Yad adatte. Yachati vishayaniha. That which experience all the things. Atti means eating. Atti bhakshane. Adu bhakshane. Yachati vishayaniha. All vishayas I am experiencing. You are experiencing the class or not? Who is experiencing, you know? Not 5 elements. 5 elements are matter, inert, cannot experience. Consciousness. Echatti vishayaniha. Echasya santato bhavaha. Eppume irikra poruladi. Sat porulna. Eppume irikam. Santataha bhavaha. Always existent. Past, present, future. Echasya santato bhavaha. Tasmat atma iti uchyate. That Brahman alone is called Atma. All pervading infinite consciousness principle, .com.in. Okay, .com.in consciousness plus .com.in dot in சொன்ன உடனே higher order of reality, consciousness principle plus infinite. இதெல்லாம் என்னுடைய definition. Okay, don't search in dictionary. .in.com Swamini consciousness infinite நம்முடைய translation chumma. Okay, philosophical translation. So this consciousness existent principle is Atma Swarupama. Brahman alone appears in every object. So making some objects sentient, some objects insentient. Every object sentient and enna idum? All are panchabhutas only. Car kuda nadandu poidum, scooter nadandu poidum. Even your chavi also go on walking. And you want to eat idli dosa also start walking. Thank God certain things should not walk, should not talk, should not have any sensation. No? If they have sensation, how can you eat? They will not come. Hey, how can you eat? They ask. And we will struggle with hunger. No? Intelligently, Bhagavan kept certain things for our consumption. Understand? Bhogya prapancha. So therefore, Purushottamaha. What is the third one? Consciousness existent principle is known as original consciousness, Uttama Purushaha, Purushottamaha. Uttamaha na Utkrishtamaha. Excels beyond what? Karya Karanam. Karya number 1, Karya number 2 and Karanam. Sthula, Sukshma, Karyam. Karana Sariram is Karanam, cause. Consciousness is beyond all these three. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharirat, Vitiriktaha. So consciousness is not a part of the matter, property of the matter, product of the matter. The consciousness is that which enlivens the matter. Who is the consciousness? I am. I am the consciousness enlivening the body-mind complex. இப்படி என்ன பண்ணிட்டோம்? உங்கள்கிட்ட இருக்கும். You have to shift your vision. So Purushottamaha, Swatantraha, matter is Paratantraha. I am Uttama Purushaha, not located any particular place. Everything is located in me. And chollanum. So every person cannot understand this. தெரியும் கிருஷ்ண பரமாத்மாக்கு. Every person cannot understand. எவ்வளவு சொன்னாலும் கூட இது என்னமோ மாதிரி இருக்கே, புரியலையே. ஏன்னா குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் இல்லை. Therefore one shloka says Nirvishesham Param Brahma Sakshat Kartum Anishwarahanar. Some weak-minded people, immature people cannot understand the Nirvishesham Brahma. Uttama Purusha is Nirvishesham. Therefore what? Nirvishesham Param Brahma Sakshat Kartum. Evalu chonnalum kuda teacher, it will not enter on our mandailoke airway aheradu. Appo enna solrarunna, ye mandaha anukampyante tattvajnaihi kalpitah kramaha. There is a methodology to educate that dull students also. The whole methodology is like that only. For that sake only. Therefore, Brahman is identical with whom? Krishna. Brahman is identical with Krishna. Which Krishna is Apara Prakriti, you are seeing, body, mind complex. Therefore, Arjuna, my real name is Uttama Purushaha. My real Swarupam is consciousness existent principle. To understand that, you can see that by understanding. You cannot see with your eyes. You can see dupe Krishna. You can understand real Krishna. கரெக்டா இருக்கு இல்லையா? யூ கேன் சி டூப் கிருஷ்ணா. இப்படி இந்த சினிமா ஃபைட்டிங்ல எல்லாம் ஒரு ஹீரோ எப்போ வருவா ஷூட்டிங்க்கு, எப்போ கீழே விழும்போது பாவம் அது வரைக்கும் ஃபைட் பண்ணி லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல ஜூம் பண்ணி, ஜூம் இல்லை லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸ்ல தே டேக் அந்த ஃபைட்டிங் எல்லாம். பாவம் ரியல் ஃபைட்டிங் பண்றதெல்லாம் அவன் தான். இதெல்லாம் டூப்னா டூப் ஃபைட்டிங்னு தெரியும் இல்லையோ, டூப் வச்சுட்டு ஃபைட் பண்ணுவான். அதே மாதிரி ஃபேஸ் கட்டு மேக்கப் எல்லாம் பண்ணி லைக் தட் திஸ் கிருஷ்ணா வாட் யூ ஆர் சீயிங் இஸ் டூப் கிருஷ்ணா அர்ஜுனான். இவர் சொன்னா நமக்கு கஷ்டமா இருக்குல்ல, அவரே சொல்றார் பகவான். So therefore finally this is what we have to understand. The religion, if we understand in this manner how quarrel take place. In the name of religion there is a lot of quarrel in the world because not understanding the religion properly. There are sufficient religions to quarrel. There are no religions to develop harmony in the society. All are quarreling. How they can quarrel? If they know Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha and Uttama Purusha, if they know, no quarrel at all. Jagadeva Nandana Vanam. அதுக்கு தான் எல்லாரும் படிக்கணும். ஓகே, 19th and 20th ஸ்லோகா. 5th one is Jnana Phalam. One has to attain Brahma Jnanam, whether you are a Grihastha or a Sannyasi. If you get this knowledge, you can live without problem. You cannot solve the problem, you dissolve the problem. You recognize there is no problem. Problem irundane solve pandradhukku. Therefore, instead of solving the problem, you dissolve the problem. That's why you can be free from all problems. You can attain total fulfillment. With this, 15th chapter is concluded. What are the important slokas? And all are important because the entire chapter is the essence of Upanishads. Therefore, there is no need of choosing one sloka. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. That's good. You can chant that prayer. Whole chapter you can chant before food. இந்த சாண்ட் வந்து பைஹார்ட் பண்ணான்னா ஒரு நிமிஷம் சாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறம் சாப்பிடலாம். ஓகே, யூ கேன் ஈட் ஹாப்பிலி ஸோ தட் யூ ஆர் ரிமெம்பரிங் யுவர் புருஷோத்தமா ஸ்டேட்டஸ் எவ்ரி டைம். இட்ஸ் எ வண்டர்ஃபுல் எக்ஸலண்ட் சாப்டர். Gita teaching is over. Actually, why this chapter is very important? Another reason is, with this Lord Krishna's teaching to Arjuna is completed, over. But still Arjuna didn't say Nashto Moha Smrutir Labdhaha ninnu sollala. Arjuna, hey Krishna, my delusion has gone and ninnu sollala. Therefore Lord Krishna, what he does, he summarized the whole thing in the 18th chapter. For that, to get this Purushottama Jnanam, what qualifications are required? Daivi Sampat required. Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, 16th Daivi Sampat he gives. Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, very very important chapters which qualifies the person to get this knowledge. And the 18th chapter is a summary. Therefore, those 3 chapters we have to see. We will see that in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.